Well, we are a third of the way through the season, and our form in the Premier League and the Champions League has been absolutely superb. Hello, welcome to part 70 of the Hollywood Dream. And coming up in today's episode, we do have our Premier League fixture against Leeds and our Champions League fixture against Olympic Lyon. So, since the last episode, our form has been, well, by and large, very good. In fact, when was the last episode? I think it was Leipzig and Celtic, if I remember correctly. So since then, we've only not drawn a few games here and there. Unfortunately, lost our first Premier League game, which I don't remember the last time we actually lost the game. Definitely wasn't this season, not including the Community Shield. So I think the last game we actually lost was Man City last season. So unfortunately, we did lose against Chelsea. Tried to make a comeback, but it just wasn't enough in the end. But apart from that, form has been very good. Champions League has been going quite well. We picked up wins against Ajax. We beat them 2-0. We beat Monaco 5-2. And we did draw against Rennes. But at the moment, we do sit third in the Champions League. Then in the Premier League, we do sit top of the table. Obviously, second place are Arsenal on goal difference. But we are still top of the league. And obviously in December now. So we are closing in on the halfway stages of the season. Hopefully, I'd say hopefully, when you're top by Christmas, you usually win the league, unless your name is Arsenal, and that's when you most likely bottle the league. Don't think we're doing any other transfers. I wouldn't have thought so, especially outside the transfer window. But we do have a couple of players that want to leave. One of them being Kamahara, and I think it's just Kamahara. I think Sunil did want to leave, but I think he's quite happy with staying. So it's just Kamahara potentially on his way out in January, but that remains to be seen. He might come back and change his mind. I very much doubt. I think he does go. So I don't think he's that good. So the lineup for our match against Leeds will be Rivera in goal, who has been absolutely superb. Still got 4.5 star potential. Hasn't really improved that much, but he will get better, his ability wise. But he's still a very good goalkeeper. Then we've got a back four: Mollard, Kushinov, Staben, McNeil, Hunter, and Armit in the midfield. We have been going through a bit of a midfield injury crisis. There was a point where we had to play like Armit and Kushinov in the midfield, which didn't really. Well, luckily we won them games, but Josh Taylor's been out injured, and Rodrigo's out injured. He's slightly worse than the other two have been. He's going to be out for a further 3 months, so he's going to be back for probably the running of the season. Hopefully, the quarterfinals of the Champions League by then. Then we've got Pickard on the right, Talby on the left. Are we seriously doing that? No, yeah, we're playing Talby on the left. Bishop up front to German. Is that what are we doing? Why is German playing up front? Surely we play Max Morris. By the way, two world-class strikers. Bishop is now a world-class striker. Morris has been world-class probably since last season, but that will be our strike force. Obviously, Mular, I don't know why he's on the bench. I presume he's not fit enough to start, but I think we'll be fine. We're only against Leeds, but as long as we get a win, that's all that matters. If we lose, we just need to hope Arsenal lose as well. But Bishop is going to whip in the corner. That's not a bad delivery. Talby was there at the back post, but couldn't unfortunately get his header on. It might have been on target. In that case, it was a decent save from the Leeds United goalkeeper. Talby with a brilliant interception. Morris puts the ball into the back of the net for his 12th goal of the season. What was my assistant manager thinking of putting Morris on the bench? No, I don't have any idea what he was thinking, because Morris could be through on goal again. Brilliant interception again from him. Talby, Morris could have been 2-0. Could have been 2-0. If he was on the bench, we wouldn't be in this lead at the moment. Bishop whips in another corner. Morris was going to try and get his head onto it. I think Bishop was offside from that pretty wayward pass from Tao. It wasn't wayward pass. He was aiming for him, but he couldn't quite get himself back on. Mollard plays the ball to Hunter Talby at the back post. That was an absolute bullet of a header. I tell you what, Talby as a left winger, he's quite good. He's not going to push his Sidri out of the side, no way, because Talby, obviously, when the Sidri is fit and playing every week, obviously, Talby is our starting left back, but Talby as a left winger, it's not a bad option to have, but he's just not a left winger. He is, maybe in the future, when Sidri, whenever he goes, which hopefully he doesn't go, not anytime soon, because I do plan on him having in my Champions League minute squad. Whether that be this year, I do not know. Andrew Bishop has put the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-0. It is going to be checked by VAR. I don't think it will be offside. No, goal has been awarded 2-0. That is Bishop's first goal of the game. That's 1 goal each for both of the strikers. That is very, very good. I mean, this strike force, well, they're already world class. I mean, they can't get any better, but I guess they can. They have both made their full England. Bishop most recently has just made his full England debut. He's got his first goal for England as well. So they're both England internationals alongside a few of our other players. I think Hunter's English. No, he's not even English. He's Scottish. Get it right, Jack. Josh Taylor is another English international. He's been an English international for absolutely ages. I'm not sure who else is an English international. Brad Roll definitely is. I think we've just got the 4 at the moment. Obviously, Morris, Bishop, Taylor, and Worrell. So I think that's it. Unless Jason McNeil is also English. Again, he might be Scottish as well. I think I've signed a lot of English and Scottish players over the course of this save, and I can't remember which ones are which. And Morris puts the ball in. I think that one might be pretty much offside, but let's see what VAR says about it. It might surprise us. I highly doubt it. No, goal has been disallowed. That looked fairly obvious, I want to say, unless it is really okay. It's marginally offside, but that was fairly clear and obvious. Nonto has got the ball. Talby gets the ball back. That's another great intercept. I tell you what, Talby is having a game of his life today. Ahmet has got the ball, plays the ball to Morris. Now Pickard. Bishop puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 3-0 on the stroke of half time. And what a first half performance this has been. Absolutely superb. If only it was allowed. I thought that was going to be a goal, that. I did. Oh, that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. Because I thought he perfected his run there. For beautifully timed, but I think he could have held this run for a couple more seconds, and I think he definitely still would have got there. Snape has got the ball. He's been very quiet. I think the whole defence in general this game has been quite quiet. They haven't really had too much work to do, and hopefully it stays like that. Well done, Ahmet. Very good. Talby has got the ball. I hope he stayed on. I presume he did. Morris puts the ball into the back of the net. Talby with a brilliant timed cross there. Morris just a simple finish into the back of the net to make it 3-0 with 14 minutes left to play off our Premier League fixture against these. And as you can see, obviously still on top of the league. I don't think we're going to drop down anytime soon. At least not while we're... Well, obviously we will be playing Arsenal. That will almost certainly be coming up in the next episode. I'm sure of that, because I think that is the game after the final league phase fixture. Who that is against, I cannot remember. That will be confirmed at the end of today's episode, so stay tuned. Bernabé has got the ball. We should probably make some subs. So 75 minutes into the game, we haven't made any yet. Mollard is going to make way for Snell. Morris will make way for Lino. And I think Talby can make way for Sherman. And I think, let's get off Ahmet. No, we'll keep Ahmet on. We'll get off Hunter for Taylor. I think Ahmet needs a bit of game time, judging by the fact he's still quite a young player. Bags of potential. Bishop, I'd argue he could have been a little bit more unselfish, because I think he was through on goal if he carried on running, but I guess he just wanted to pass with 3-0 up. If we were like 3-2 down, chasing an equaliser, I would have been a bit more annoyed, but it's fine. Bishop, Lino puts the ball into the back of the net. I wasn't really expecting him to score many goals this season, but that at the moment, if it gets awarded, that will be his 7th goal of the season. I tell you what a season he is having. He may not start every game. He doesn't start barely at all. He might start some games here and there, but I mean, 7 games, 7 goals for an 18-year-old is absolutely brilliant. And Alan Sheehan, obviously a former player of ours, sold him in the summer, scored past Anthony Rivera. I don't think him and Rivera ever played with each other, so because I think Rivera spent the majority of his time out on loan while Sheehan was in the squad, I think. And we do, yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to keep a clean sheet, but a win's a win, and it was a very good win, quite comfortable in the end. 4-1 the result was, and I think that's a very good win, So 16 goal difference, so that's very, very good. I would have preferred Arsenal to lose the game, but they beat Norwich 3-1. I don't think they're going to lose any games anytime soon. Skinner, who are you? He wants to. Yeah, fine. That's fine by me. We'll offer Max Morris a new contract. You can have what you want. You're not having a goal bonus, because what do you think we're paying all this money for? To score goals. I'm not giving you a goal bonus, because that's what you're here to do. Score loads of goals. You're a striker. And maybe a defender, you can get a goal bonus, but not a striker. No way. Right, now hopefully we just get another win, because I think that's all we really know how to do. So another win against Olympic Lyon. The lineup for our match against Olympic Lyon will be Rivera in goal, a back four, Mollard, Kamahara, Rowell and Snape, Arment and Taylor in the midfield. Then we've got Mular on the right, and Citre on the left, and a strike force of Andrew Bishop and Lino. So a little bit of rotation for today's game against Lyon in the league phase, but I think we're fine. We are third. I think we are basically a win away from securing our spot in the Champions League playoffs, which is obviously we want to finish in the top 8, which I think we will definitely do. I can't remember who we play the 7th league game in the Champions League, but I know hopefully that's an easy game. Should be. Citre puts how the hell does he put the ball just right from there? He's a world class left. I presume he's a left world class left winger, and alongside with Murar. So if that is correct, our front four is world class. Obviously not the front four that are playing this game. And Daniel Murar puts the ball into the back of the net for the first goal of the game. That's his 11th goal of the season. That is more than he had last season. Is that more than he had last season? I don't think he got many goals last year. I think he probably only got he certainly got under 10, I believe. Unless he went on a goal scoring spree towards the end of the season. I don't think he got that many goals. But Olympic Lyon have got a goal back, and that is equaliser through whatever his name is and whoever they are. Ahmet has got the ball. Can we potentially get another goal to put us back in the lead? That's a poor pass from Ahmet, but Rowell does win the ball back. Muller puts the ball into the box. Come on, I thought Taylor was going to have it there. Thought he was going to shoot and score, but we might still potentially get something from this highlight. Kamahara back to Rivera, back to Kamahara again. Let's get the ball upfield. Kamahara, this is why you don't play very many games. My good God, that is some atrocious passing, and because of that, Karim Kanate has put an Olympic Lyon 2-1 up. I mean, we've got ourselves to blame for that goal, because, I mean, Worrell, I don't know what you were thinking there. Just get the ball upfield instead of trying to pass it back. I mean, absolutely. It's just ridiculous play, that is. Hopefully we can get an equaliser as soon as possible. My good God. Josh Taylor, you could have really raised the roof with a goal like that. That almost certainly, if that had gone in, it was very close to going in. I think think he hit the crossbar, but that almost certainly would have been goal of the season, maybe goal of the tournament if that is the thing. I don't know if it is, but that could have been definitely up there with one of the greatest goals in this save, because we haven't seen many bangers from Josh Tatum. I've seen quite a few bangers from Josh Tatum off camera, but don't think he's ever scored a banger on camera. Certainly, I don't think so. Got 15 minutes left to play of the first half. Obviously, still one goal down. Obviously, with stupid errors of our own. And my good God, Natani, probably with a brilliant turn of pace to get back. He absolutely ran like the flash there. He nearly scored a bicycle kick. I've never actually seen a bicycle kick yet. I might have seen a couple, but certainly not in an episode, I don't think. Bishop, Snape has got the ball, has the potential to cross it. There's a bit off cross. Taylor, oh my God, how was he put it right? How were three not scored more than 2 goals? That should be in the back of the net from Taylor. I think he had plenty of time to take a touch, to control the ball, then just let fire, put it into the top right corner, one at Bosch, job is done. And that could have been a third goal for them. I think they've been very close not to grab a third, which I think they will definitely get. If we're not careful, we will concede a third, and that might happen pretty soon. So we kind of need to get a second goal, an equalising goal, as soon as possible. Then when we do get that second goal, push for a third. Bishop has got the ball. Arm it. Take it. Oh my good God. Put it into the bottom left or chip the goalkeeper, please. Come on. Lido is going to whip in the corner. That's not a bad delivery. He nearly, I don't know who he was aiming for. I presume he was trying to find the head of Kamahara, which he nearly did. I think it was a couple inches off his head, but very good delivery otherwise. We've got 35 minutes left to play. I think we will make a couple changes. Mollard is absolutely tired, shattered, I mean. So he's going to make way for Snell, who has withdrawn his transfer request. So I think he's definitely staying. Josh Taylor has missed lots of chances, so he's going to be replaced by Brandon Hunter. And I think a Citre also comes off for Sherman. He's absolutely shattered, and he's coming back from a slight knock, I presume. He has been injured once this season. Don't really want to lose him again. Snape has got the ball, plays the ball to Arbit. Now Lino, Sherman. Oh, that's brilliant. Bishop is through. Bishop puts the ball into the back of the net, off the crossbar, and in for the equaliser with 28 minutes left to play. There is still plenty of time left to go of the game to definitely grab a third goal, which I think we will definitely get. We've had plenty of chances. I mean, chances we probably should have scored in the first half, but it's fine. And I don't know how Leon missed that absolute sitter. It was basically an open opportunity for them, but they did put it well over the top of the crossbar. We are going to make our final couple of changes. Lino is going to make way for Max Morris, and I think we'll also get off Kamahara for Kushidov. That'll be our final change of the game. We've got 10 minutes left to play. Still plenty of time. Anything could happen here. One more goal, a third goal, and a win should ideally secure us a spot in the playoffs. And Daniel Muller puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 3-2 with 10 minutes left to play. We are definitely in the driving seat. I think a fourth goal will definitely wrap up the victory, because obviously the 3 points aren't wrapped up yet. But at the moment, obviously Man City have still got a game in hand. We are top of the league phase. Absolutely, wasn't really expected to be top. Just finish inside the top 8 would have been lovely, but we're top. I'm not sure why Muller was attempting a goal from there, but it was a good effort. I didn't really see the goalkeeper. I presume the goalkeeper went up for a corner. In the league phase is questionable, but yeah, I admire his efforts, and Ryan Shirky really should have put the ball into the back of the net from at least 10 yards out. I think we're lucky to get a win. Very lucky indeed, but we got the 3 points. That's all that matters. But let's see I'm presuming a win, and if my maths is correct, we do secure a spot in the playoffs. We do. Wrexham and Barcelona have guaranteed themselves a Champions League playoff place. Obviously, we know we want to try and get top 8, which I think we will be secured in the top 8 by the time of the next episode, which will be obviously depending on what happens. We are in the Carabao Cup quarterfinal against Arsenal, and should we win that, might be the second leg of the semi-final, depending on when that is. That's usually in January, that sort of time. So at the moment, obviously this will be confirmed in the next episode, we will be playing our final league phase game against Juventus and a potential top of the table clash against Arsenal. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Dead Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.